So now you've created this very clear lines of, man, here's this dream that holds deep resonance and meaning. Here is the reality of where I am at, and here is the gap, the space in between. Then once those two things, now we have this problem space created, we can begin to go in and systematically look at now, okay, now what's getting in the way? What's sucking the time? What's sucking the life out of you? Where are you lacking the support, the resources, the beliefs that you need to be able to do the things you need to do to be able to bridge the gap, like then we can begin to help those things to be identified. And once those are identified, when we have a very clear idea of what they are, now is the time to bring in value proposition of who we are, what we do, how we do it in a way that transforms their world from present state to desired state. Okay. And that's why, again, it just kind of really speaks to why we don't show up to that DC or the AC even and start pitching at the person. We don't yet know enough, but the big factor is they don't know enough yet. I mean, when they're showing up on the call and they're saying, hey, man, I'm generally happy and not looking to make a move, that it is a statement born out of ignorance around what is happening. They just don't know. It hasn't been examined. It's too painful to explore. And great questions and great coaching forces someone to stay in the pocket, to focus on something long enough to actually face it and clarify it and then advance it, So in delivering value proposition, it's meaningless if it doesn't have that degree of resonance around this does this for me and meets this need. The bad news is that takes work, it takes skill to engage with someone in these two conversations and begin to unpack that and clarify it. The good news is it's not as much work as we think it would be. And the vast majority of recruiting is the timeshare pitch. Let me talk at you about how we're the next shinier object, and that's just why it's so meaningless, why it's so ineffective.